Hi everybody, welcome to Charu's vlog. I know it's been a long time. I would like to first of all wish everyone a very happy Diwali since this video is about a Diwali celebration that took place with my son's cricket team. This happens to be the first time celebration with the team members' families. This is part 1 of the celebration and hope you will enjoy watching this. Part 2 will be coming up soon. Thank you.
On a Friday, I think we are still waiting for some dads to join, but we'll just get started here. This is going to be a quick snapshot of what we'll be going through for the next 1 hour, 45 minutes, say 45 minutes to an hour at the most. We'll go through what our season looked like in 2024. Bharat uncle, Veera uncle and myself, we have come up with Bharat uncle, Veera uncle and myself and some of the other dads also put together what we are going to call as Ji Jaan Se performances, where you guys played some phenomenal, either an inning or took a very nice catch or had a run out or a nice stumping, whatever. So it's our choice of your performance, standout performance for 2024. So we are going to reward you guys for that performance, individual performance. We'll go through what 2025 setup will look like for us, including some indoor practices scheduled. We are also planning a pathway approach for what all you guys want to do going forward for 2025. That way we basically plan our 2025 season in our team combination and roles based on that. And then we'll have some of the DNL family members follow through with some talent show. So getting started here very quickly on an overview of the season. I think okay, this is about back in same time last year is when we first talked about putting a team together. I think we had all these kids playing on different teams, different combinations, and some of these guys played together on U15, but not all of them. And then we said, hey, let's get a team together. What is the overall goal here is to try and get as many games possible, throughout the entire cricketing season. So I think I feel we did a very good job of that. And December last year is when we had the concept going. We formed a team in March, I know we all got together on a conference call. We were not sure what to do, and finally we had some support going amongst us and got a team together. And then sometime in April this year, we formed a 501c3, which is a non-profit. Anytime we play a league or a tournament, or I think we will need some kind of a vehicle that allows all these kids to play together under one umbrella, be it from a liability standpoint, or from a registration standpoint, or from a club or a hub affiliation standpoint. We will need a vehicle, and that's what we are calling as our vehicle, PYCL. It aligns with Seattle Youth Cricket League, similar to what we are going to form here is a PYCL. It's already a formed vehicle at this point. How we make use of the vehicle going forward is what basically we'll be talking about to the parents. A quick snapshot of all the tournaments we played this year, and which I was thinking about this last weekend driving back from Seattle, and I don't know how we pulled this, Veera. This is unbelievable. I don't know how many times we drove to Seattle. I think there are I think we'll see very soon here. On an average, each of these lads here has played about 50 to 55 games in one season, which is almost playing 2 games every weekend. And quick summary of all the tournaments we played. We played the SEC at Salem starting back in March, end of March, spring break. We played the Redmond Cricket Conference T20s. We played a lot of games under OCL T30 and WCL T20, which is towards the end of the season we played. We also played a Bala Memorial U19. We played SYCL U19, which was last weekend. And then a bunch of these kids played hub games for their respective age groups. And then there is one coming up in Thanksgiving in Houston, which is where, the U17, which is a different age group here, but all of our kids fall under that umbrella. So we'll be playing all the games basically go south, once we hit October. So we will be playing, that's the last tournament of the year. But from a season standpoint, our season already ended. So we're looking at Houston as a next season, and kind of follow through on, most of these kids will be under 17 umbrella next year. So we'll use Houston as our starting point for next season. I think average, some of the kids also played as floaters on other teams, across different teams from OCL. So that added to their, game numbers as well. I think we played about 55 games. Good uncle, I don't know how you did it. I don't, it's just unbelievable.
You guys put all the effort. We obviously brought the opportunity in front of you, but you guys did the hard work, preparing and being there for the games and giving it 100 every time you get an opportunity. So hats off to you guys.
I think we played a lot of shorter format games, T20 games, T10 games. I think our lads are more used to playing the shorter format. Somewhere we struggle along that in OCL T30. So going forward, I think we are going to use some T40 experience in Houston. We played some conference games with 40 over games. So I think coming up next year we might potentially play more NWCL games for 40 over games. We are going to Houston this Thanksgiving to experience 40 over games as well. On turf, yes. So quick summary of the season, and this is, we didn't want to go into individual performances, so we kind of put our team totals together and kind of, the numbers give it out, what the results are. I think we scored about 5,000 runs this season as a team. And we gave away almost 5,500 runs. That gives out why we were on the other side of victory most of the times. And I want to especially thank Advait for this. He's the one who put this together last night. I didn't have time for this. Advait took his time and he put all these numbers together. So big thanks to Advait. Similarly here, I think we took like 270 wickets as a team, but we gave away 301 wickets. Again, the writing is on the wall. If we want to be on the other side of the fence, we need to have more wickets taken and less wickets given next year. So that's the goal for next year. One important aspect that came out of this is, as a team we pulled about close to 2,000 balls of dot balls, but we also played almost 2,500 dot balls this season, which is almost, give or take, 50% of our balls were dot balls. And when that number goes up, obviously, your team strike rate goes down. So that's going to be the focus going into next year, how we try and minimize the number of dot balls that we play and maximize the number of dot balls that we bowl. I think there was one person who really helped us along as we were struggling to put a team together, and he had a very G-Jaan se performance to get our team under OCL and on the board. And the person is not here right now, but we are going to call that person Mr. President for SAC, Dikshant Patel. So this is somebody who just joined our team, and we wish we had this individual earlier in the season. We are working hard in the nets, and the performance the G-Janse performance we have for this individual is nothing more but welcome to Daniel. Daniel took a very nice catch in his first game that he played for us last weekend, and some very classy batsmen under Division 2, and we learned a lot many lessons as well owing to these guys, but Aditya had a very strong role to play for our team this year, and in doing so, he helped us win some games with the spin bowling. So spin to win for Aditya. Alright, I think Tanish is not here.
Ganesh is
Yeah. So what I found about Tanish is, Tanish has a lot of things going on other than cricket. So he's kind of not always available to play the game for us. But every time he was there to play the game for us.
Forward. Anish.
Yeah, Tanish.
Alright. Veera uncle had a very specific input for this because he saw something which I could not, and there was this one game last weekend where Advait took the first 4 catches. The history goes here is I have been very ruthless with Advait all this season when it comes to catching and fielding. During our actual games, I have called him out and kind of yelled at him and say, what's going on? You're doing everything right but not catching right. What's going on here? Advait worked on his skills so much, with so much focus, that all of that was very clear to be seen in the last 5 to 6 games we played. And all these games are the last 5 to 6 games we played. The one over there is 4 catches, first 4 catches. Beautiful. Catches win matches for Advait. Guys, we're not talking about the other skills these guys have.
No, I started that. I literally put that on my first spreadsheet.
They bowl. Advait is pretty, significant member of our spin bowling team, along with Aditya.
President is here.
This is someone who is very integral to the team's fast bowling team. Okay. Now the story goes here is we have been struggling to get a win for a long time. I think we started off our OCL really well. RCC we got beaten up left and right because we're playing some very strong teams. Then OCL we started winning 4, 5, 6 games, and then we started losing. We had lost like 8 or 9 games, and everybody's like, where's the win? So we got to this playing this game against a Pakistani team in team of all Pakistani origin players in NWCL, and we did pretty well. Now there was a moment in the game where somebody had to finish the game. Yug and Pranat were kind of playing pretty well, as you can see, and about to take us to the finish line. Yug gets out, and then one of our players get in. One of the lads gets in, and he was so determined to finish the game, and he started the finishing setup by finishing his opponent first, by getting him run out. So he's like, okay, I'm going to finish the game. Let me get this guy run out. And then he indeed finished the game for us. Please call upon the finisher of the game, Achutan. Against Transformers, okay? And we were very close to winning the game. And Viraj is somebody who we rely on taking all kinds of catches. So Viraj takes all the catches for us. In that game against Transformers, he happened to drop one. And that was the last wicket that he dropped. And we lost the game. And then we played Transformers about 8 games later. And Viraj has a performance like this, where he scores 51 or some. Right there. That's the performance from last game. Again, he scores some crazy runs. He gets some wickets. And I'm going to call him the transformer of... He's going to be a very strong member of our spin bowling team next year. But there's a lot of running we are doing with him. So we're going to call a very nice catch, by the way, in finals by Hari Haran. All right, what you'll see in common here is the opening pattern. And what I found about this lad is, for me as a player on the team, it's very important for me to see how my openers are doing. When I'm bowling, my team bowls, I'm coming out, I'm keeping coming out, and how are my openers going out and doing? I found this lad to be always ready to go out there and open the innings for us. And in my mind, even if he had bowled a few overs or he has fielded badly, I have yelled at him, whatever. When it comes to this individual going out to open the innings for us, I saw a lot of confidence in him, and I took a lot of confidence from that individual as well. So I'm going to call him a very, very confident opener, and that's all about for me. So this lad did not play a lot of games with us, but Dad has watched him play across the entire season, and there are some innings where he played a very important role there of a partner. So I'm going to call this dad the lad. I'm going to call this lad the partner. Please come up, Rohan. We have talked enough about this lad on our WhatsApp group, but I think it was a very, very, very proud moment and a great experience for somebody to be able to play the Division 1 finals this year. And it was both the captains of both the Division 1 finals team sending personal accolades on behalf of this lad, and I think he had a very, very, very important role to play in the finals, where he had a sky moment, and change the game for his winning team. Let's go. Got the cup. Come He was very aggressively working out with our opponent team during one of the games, and team from Pakistan, and he was doing his bit from outside the field. So he's not here.
Chirag, so tell me what the significance
Yeah.
of India.
So the reason it was Chidiya out guy is because Abhi took a bunch of wickets that day, and Abhi was kind of clean bowling the opponent, and this guy would kind of go into hey Chidiya out guy. When the bells were being taken off, he would go and sledge against them. That's why it's Chidiya out guy. Master class, can you please come up? Vidai. Yeah, I want you guys to look at how Kashyap Uppuluri got out. I think we were playing NWCL about a month or so ago, and Jatin playing his second or third game for us, he had a direct hit from close to third man, from boundary. That changed the complexion of the game totally for us. Let's have Jatin. That hey, I know you can do it with bat, with ball, and with leadership. Get me a win. And Abhi responded by saying, 100% I will. And he did everything right as a captain on that day, and almost pulled a win for us. Captain Star Abhi. This year for us, and I think I wasn't there too. Your uncle saw it happen. Some of us saw it happen.
Srikanth, we had the
So
going on the boundary line.
It's
Collecting it.
sometimes unrealistic to hit 9 sixes in 3 overs. I think you did it very well. So let's call it the ruthless smasher striker.
To find a name for me, I didn't have to think too hard because the name of the team we played against was Ruthless Smashers and Strikers.
All right. Here's one to our team's 12th man. This individual is always in the game, whether he is playing the game or whether he's outside the game, not playing, or he is at home, feeling sick and he couldn't make it to the game. Please put your hands together for Bharat uncle. So I cannot emphasize, I cannot talk more about what all goes in running the team, what all goes behind the scenes. There's a lot of slogging, there's a lot of nonsense. But I think this individual does everything and I could not function unless this dad does what he does all the time, 24/7. This is a 24/7 thing to run a team. Only two times where we didn't want him to sweep, I think he swept and we lost the game. So let's call the slog sweeper, Veena.
No thanks for him.
Part of dads and lads as well. So I'm going to call myself, which I always call myself as a star. So I'm going to call myself this.
I'm very glad that this team, dads and lads, had a very successful sort of season, exciting season in OCL and NWCL too. I have umpired quite a few of the matches and I've seen the kids grow up in the sense of their skill levels. And I think there is a lot more to come in the future. And I think that probably you guys should set some goals for next season. How many wins you want to go, or maybe you want to get promoted to Division 1. That may be a good goal. And so I think you should identify most of your primary skills and try to make them better, and then secondary skills can come along. So hopefully everything will be fine, but this was a very good season. I'm glad that finally you were allowed into the OCL. I know there was a lot of problems. The management was very stubborn, a little bit difficult. The current management is a little bit stubborn for a lot of things, but we convinced them, so that was good. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me, sir. Thank you for inviting me.
Know that only on the email. So when we started this club a few years back, the goal was to start, having fun. It's a recreational league after all, and we always wanted to do something for the youth, and there was not many opportunities coming by. And this year, Chirag Bhai came and said, "I want to do this. Like have these kids and parents play together, dads play together." And I said, "Why not? Let's try that." And we had a ground, we had a club, and all the infrastructure to support it. So I said, "Why not? Let's do that." We saw some of these kids grow. Yug has been playing for our team for like a couple of years already. I've seen Abhi play for one of the other teams. So I said, "Yeah, sure, we'll go with this." And obviously there were some hiccups. There's always something or the other, but we got it. And I'm so glad we got it because throughout the season, people have been contacting me like, these kids are good. I mean, even if win or lose, it's just a process. But the effort they give on the ground, everybody was telling me, and whenever I am on the ground and seeing them play, it was like a proud daddy moment because my kids, they are not into cricket. They've been they grew up in the baseball system, so they are like, "No, I'm gonna just stick with baseball. It's gonna mess up my bat swing." so I didn't push them hard, and now that I have a chance, I can at least live to these kids because there's like a long line of kids here. In the end, they proved to be the kingmakers because the team they beat in the last game lost their chance to go to Division 1 because it was a tight contest. And they beat one of the top 3 teams, and it was a very. I think they've beaten all but one of the top 3 teams, right? Only Kings. Only Kings, yeah.
We got close.
Close, yeah. You got close, but and that was a good game actually. I saw that. That was a very good game too. So you got very close to beating the top team. You beat the number 2 team, number 3 team, and number 4 team. number one team was no Kings. It's Cobra's number one team.
You beat Cobras.
You beat Cobras too, yeah. So you beaten like the start you got was incredible. Like first 4 games winning on the trot for a new team. I mean, forget it's being a kids team, just a new team playing in this level. First 4 games the way they won, it was very good, and I'm really proud of you guys. Good job, and hopefully we'll see a lot more wins next year. Maybe Division 1. No. Yeah.
Have to go. Oh wow, okay. So Darshita, you made all the logo for us and so thanks for that.